Mike is here, so we'll be checking the newspaper headlines out together. And this morning, we'll begin with the Punch newspaper. The Punch newspaper has this as its major headline. Dangote Petrol, marketers wait as delivery date extended again. Here we see refinery needs 15 cargoes for September, only 6 cargoes supplied. Still on the front page of the Punch newspaper, we have this hunger protest. Police begin trial of 1,135 detained demonstrators. ICPC arrests top NACON officials over 90 billion naira Hajj subsidy. Still on the front page of the Punch newspaper, and a message here thanking Mr. President for establishing the Northwest Development Commission. Now, all of these stories and more you can find in the Punch newspaper today. However, I wonder what you make of the Dangote Petrol incident and how the delivery date has been extended again.
Look, everything about that, some interviews far back have started surfacing, talking about the subsidy regime, the removal of subsidy and all of that. And it all boils down to, I'd have said greed, I'd have said corruption, but Nigeria's problem is deeper than greed and corruption. People are greedy and corrupt all over the world, but they still get stuff done. They're just wicked. They're just wicked. When you have people who have decided that, look, at the expense of the rest of the people, I will make money. I will just write up a sheet and something and say, oh, this is what I did, meanwhile, nothing to show for it, and use it and take money from the Federation account and say it's whatever. And then I see something that will benefit the people, but I will do all I can, or we as it's this cabal or cartel, as it were. And it seems like nothing will happen. We've spoken about this. People know it is an open secret, but nothing seems to be happening.
You know,
if we produce our own, if we give them crude, there's Port Harcourt, there's now Dangote, there's smaller modular ones in Warri, in Edo and all of that. What are we saying? What are we saying? We shouldn't be, and we know that everything rises and falls on the price of, because of our economy is totally dependent on fuel. You know, so
transportation controls a lot of things, especially when it comes to prices.
Transportation, when you talk of production, manufacturing, everything is running. I mean, you don't have 24, you don't have steady power supply, but so everything is still run. Even manufacturing is still run on fuel. So.
Do you want to take the next newspaper? Okay, I'm just going to give you what the newspaper headlines are for the Vanguard newspaper. And it says, end blame game, halt bad policies, Labour Obi, Lukman tell Tinubu. The writer here is Labour alleges intimidation, harassment of members by government, says invasion of Labour House, deliberate attempts at provocation. Also condemns plans to frame up innocent citizens on trumped-up charges. Protests call for leadership amidst leadership action against growing poverty, and that's coming from Obi. Hunger protests, enough grounds to impeach Tinubu governors, and that's coming from Lukman. Here on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper, we have monkeypox. Federal government directs travelers to Nigeria to fill health declaration form. Here we also see Nigeria's poorest Olympics outing. That's the headline here again on the Vanguard newspaper. And it says, show of shame, 9 billion naira wasted. 88 athletes, no medal. With photos of some athletes here, including Toby Amusion, who has hands on her head. Here we have 10 die in Abia truck accident, 25 missing in Sakwato boat mishap. These stories you can find in the Vanguard newspaper today. Senate to Obasanjo, your claims that we fix our salaries, allowances, uncharitable. Up here, we see banks' credits to manufacturing sector up by 53.7% in Q1, that's first quarter 2024. Now, all of these stories and more you can find in the Vanguard newspaper today. Quite a number of newspapers, really, and I'm pretty sure you want to check out the headlines, maybe read one or two, purchase a couple as well. Whatever the case may be, though, Mike, what's your take on everything?
Precisely, now you just mentioned talk now, the last headline that you were talking about and everything. It's still about the same thing. Someone mentioned, you know, the former president's speech, Olusegun Obasanjo. There's someone, I remember someone put a tweet on that and said, oh, if only you had a chance to be the president. That's just it.
Okay, all right. At this point, we have to take a break. Of course, you're watching Wake Up Nigeria. Stay with us. There's so much more to come.